What's up, sports bettors? I have a UFC parlay for Saturday. If you're like me, you love betting on the UFC, you love betting on people to get knocked out. And we've said this before, but UFC is a very profitable sport to bet on, right? It's two people fighting against each other. The line movements are pretty massive. So we have a few bets I've already released. For example, we have Kennedy, the African Savage. That's his nickname in the UFC. We bet him minus 105 on DraftKings earlier in the week. Lines were ripping towards him. Once sportsbooks released odds for the upcoming week, lines started ripping towards Kennedy, and we were able to pick him up minus 105 on DraftKings. And you can see now, no other sportsbook is even giving us better than minus 130. So that was an incredible bet. Hopefully you were able to tail it. But regardless, let's get into my parlay. I'm not going to spend too much time going through parlay math, any of that stuff. I do that in a ton of other videos. The whole point of this is to bet on people to get knocked out and find bets with an edge, right? Regardless, every bet I ever place will always have an edge. I'm always looking for mathematical profit margin in all my bets. That's how I make money sports betting. That's how you'll make money sports betting, is being data driven, finding value, and hunting essentially for good lines, because you never know when line movements and profitable bets are going to occur. So the first bet I have is Kennedy versus Carl Robertson under 1.5 rounds. So you can see WynnBet is at plus 160, and Pinnacle has just been dropping and dropping and dropping. All of the action has been coming in on the under, and we're still able to get plus 160 on WynnBet, so I locked it in. Now the second bet I have is Caio Barrio versus Arman Petrosyan under 1.5 rounds. This should be a good fight as well, similar to the Kennedy fight, and I'm going with the under 1.5 rounds. So plus 150, Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, is only giving you plus 134. So again, the way that OddsJam works, right, just as a quick recap, is essentially if you're placing parlays, if you're placing straight bets, whatever it is, just look for the bets in bold with a circle around them. Those are the sharp bets you want to be on, right? So for example, we can see on the top row here, above the dash mark, you see 6.06% profit margin on the top row. You scroll over, you look for the bet in bold with a circle around it. It's the White Sox money line, minus 101 odds. So we can go ahead and we can click into this, and you can see they actually just moved it to minus 103. But lines continue to move towards the White Sox. No other sportsbook is giving you better than minus 110, and we can get them minus 103 now. So it looks like it just ticked. WynnBet took some action on the White Sox. I bet it earlier in the day. It moved from minus 101 to minus 103. But you can see all the sportsbooks are pricing this like minus, 115 on average. So we're getting a ton of value on WynnBet Sportsbook. So that's a sharp bet, right? Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, they're pricing this all the way at minus 116. So this bet in bold with a circle around it, you'd want to be on it as your MLB bet. But anyways, I locked in this 2-pick, parlay. If you're placing parlays and both of your bets in your parlay are positive EV, then your parlay will be profitable, right? So I also do like placing parlays on WynnBet, because we've said this before, but if you have WynnBet available in your state, what's a pretty cool feature, we'll bet another, we'll bet another 100 on it. What's a cool feature of WynnBet is they will give you reward points. And essentially you can click this little spin the wheel button, and it'll bring up this spin the wheel, and it will give you a random prize when you have reward points for any parlay you place. And because our parlays are positive EV, our parlays are profitable in the first place, and then we're getting a random reward on top of it, which here is NASCAR tickets. Yay. So anyways, that's my parlay for today. I hope you enjoyed it. UFC parlay, bet on people to get knocked out. Let's make some money.